4, 3, 2, 1. Michael music.
Next on the news at 10, students are gone for the holidays. What impact will it have on businesses? Plus, last-minute shipping. We talk with people who stood in long lines. And Alabama's Derrick Henry takes home the Heisman Trophy. We have reaction.
Peter.
And another balmy day here in central Alabama. What can we expect for the day tomorrow? All those details in weather. Stick around. WVUA 23 News at 10 is next.
Music on full. Music. Hey, it's rolling. Sound up.
Next on the news at 10, students are gone for the holidays. What impact will it have on businesses? Plus, last-minute shipping. We talk with people who stood in long lines. And Alabama's Derrick Henry takes home the Heisman Trophy. We have reaction.
And another balmy day here in central Alabama. What can we expect for the day tomorrow? All those details in weather. Stick around. WVUA 23 News at 10 is next.
Roll it.
This is WVUA 23 News at 10.
Alabama brings home the Heisman Trophy for the second time in the school's history. I'm glad to be with you back with you tonight. I'm Jabari Pruitt. Right off the top, sports anchor Jen Chapman joins us now with a quick look at the Heisman ceremony. Jen.
The last running back to win the Heisman was in 2009, and it was Alabama's first ever Heisman winner, Mark Ingram. Tonight, Derrick Henry looking to break the streak of quarterbacks winning the prestigious award and get Bama their second Heisman finalist, and he did just that. The nation's top running back tonight named to the exclusive Heisman list, Derrick Henry, the 2015 Heisman Trophy winner. He beat out Stanford's Christian McCaffrey and Clemson's Deshaun Watson, winning 5 out of 6 voting regions. Henry is responsible for an SEC record of 1,986 yards on 339 carries and 23 touchdowns. Now, coming up in sports, you'll hear some of his acceptance speech. And Tide fans, it will make you more proud of this running back for his example to youth beyond the numbers he puts up on the field. Jabari.
Jabari's up.
All right, Jen, thank you. Well, here at home, fans support a Heisman Trophy Derrick Henry. The Crimson Tide fans packed Innisfree today to watch the big announcement. And fans say there is no one more deserving to win the most prestigious Player of the Year award than Derrick Henry.
See his roll. Take it down. See his roll.
He's a team player, and
13 seconds.
he works hard. He always supports his team. He puts his team for credit. He gives his coach credit. He never does it for himself, so I think he deserves this for himself.
Roll it.
And turning our attention now to the weather, Peter Crank is here with the first look at that forecast. Peter, good evening.
Good evening, Jabari. We saw another balmy day across the southeast. Temperatures back into the 70s this afternoon with some breezy conditions out there as well. Right now, we are sitting at 63 here in Tuscaloosa, 65 up in Birmingham. Montgomery, though, cooling down to 50 now. We have some cool air working into the southeast portion of the state. We'll see those numbers drop here in central Alabama overnight tonight into the upper 50s and lower 60s. But we'll be dealing with a few clouds overnight tonight as we have throughout the day today. A few patches of clearing sky at times, but a mix of cloud and sun, or cloud and stars overnight tonight as temperatures again still stay rather mild for us tonight, though. We're going to see temperatures back into the mid-70s tomorrow before a cold front moves through tomorrow night. Jabari?
All right, Peter, thank you. Well, the suspect in the murder of 2 Mississippi police officers has died. Marvin Banks was found unconscious while in his jail cell awaiting trial. He was charged with 2 counts of capital murder in the deaths of Hattiesburg police officers Benjamin Dean and LaCorey Tate back in May. The officers were making a traffic stop when they were shot. Now, 3 others were also arrested. And a Cottondale man tried to fight and bite his way after being arrested. Now, this all happened after 32-year-old Edward Gawley was arrested for shoplifting at the River Chase Galleria. According to AL.com, he was spotted hiding a pair of jeans underneath his clothes. Then he left the store without paying. He is charged with third-degree robbery. And Tuscaloosa police are investigating an early morning crash. It happened on 15th Street near Hackberry Lane. Investigators say after 2 cars crashed, one of them hit a pole. Luckily, there were no injuries. That investigation continues. And former Alabama Governor Don Siegelman, who's serving a prison sentence in Louisiana, is in solitary confinement. Officials at Oakdale Prison say information related to the investigation isn't public. Now, Siegelman will be released in 2017 after serving more than 6 years on government corruption. In Alabama, Alabama Chief Justice Roy Moore is asking Governor Bentley for more money for the court system. Moore says court employees have been treated unfairly by those that control the state's purse strings. The Alabama legislature gave the court system level funding this year, but also included a conditional appropriation money that could be used if the state has money. And West Alabamians are also spending more money in the local economy, but what about the students? WVUA 23's Jack Royer shows us the void left behind of their students going home for the holidays.
While West Alabama businesses say hello to holiday dollars, they say goodbye to thousands of potential customers. Some 37,000 University of Alabama students, many of them headed home for the academic break, taking their shopping budgets with them.
There's no question that when a large percentage of the students that go to the University of Alabama, go to Shelton, go to Stillman, when they're not in town, that certainly affects our local economy.
At UA alone, enrollment of 37,100 students. The 13,000 living on campus spend about $257 a month. Off-campus students spend much more, over $1,300 a month. That totals at over $366 million a year in the West Alabama economy from students alone, not including money they spend at on-campus locations. That's a large amount of money into the West Alabama economy, but experts believe much of it is spent on monthly obligations like rent and utilities, meaning students don't always have money to burn like the numbers might indicate. Surin of Thailand on the University Strip is one popular student dining location. They plan on many students eating out as the semester comes to a close, but think January might be a different story.
It's holiday season, and you have a lot of people out shopping, and you have a lot of people that are meeting up for the end of the year, doing the last little lunches, they can get away with before they have to start saving for Christmas.
Retail stores say they don't feel the impact of fewer students in December, as many West Alabamians are in the spending mood.
The students, whether they're in town or not, they help contribute to the quality of life, especially in terms of having a diverse retail and restaurant mix.
There's going to be some nights where we're going to be rocking and rolling, and we'll have a lot of parties, and we're looking forward to it. But do I expect to be packed out as football season? No. Just that we don't have the numbers to do it,
In Alabama or not, local businesses unwrapping the impact of students on the West Alabama economy as the holiday shopping season ramps up. Jack Royer, WVUA 23 News.
And today was fall commencement for the University of Alabama. As you can see, many people were out taking pictures at the Walk of Champions at Bryant-Denny. Now, our very own Andrew Clare and Manny Fraga from the College of Communication and Information Sciences accepted their diplomas. And time is winding down if you want your holiday shipping to arrive before Christmas. Now, this was the scene at the post office in Northport. Cars wrapped around the building. The Postal Service expect to deliver 15.5 billion packages this holiday season.
C is rolling.
I've never been up here on a day like Saturday and the post office be full.
Take it down. Wipe it. Take it down.
Now, if you plan to ship packages before Christmas, there are some dates you want to remember. The last day to ship packages with UPS 3-day shipping is Monday, December 21st. Wednesday, December 23rd is the last day to ship packages with UPS 2-day shipping and have them in time for Christmas. Now, if you're really pushing it, they also offer next-day delivery up until Christmas Eve. And one last effort to collect toys for the miners who lost their jobs at Jim Walter Resources earlier this year. WVUA 23's Justina Benoot joins us live from the newsroom with more. Justina.
Organizers have been working tirelessly to make Christmas a happy time for those laid-off miners and their families.
A is rolling.
As a construction worker out of the UMWA, I know what it's like to be laid off. And I know what it's like to, want to buy your kids things for Christmas and not have the money to do it.
Many volunteers with the Toys for Miners understand that times can get tough, but there's nothing better than knowing you have a whole community behind you.
We have brothers that are miners, And we have some that have been minors for many years. We have some that have been laid off. And we're involved because we care about children, and we also care about them having Christmas.
The motorcycle group jumped on the wagon and helped raise $600 and bring in even more toys for the cause.
When we started it on Facebook, within minutes, it exploded. We started getting rapid response of people of, hey, we're doing this, let's combine together.
From organizations to businesses to unions, the whole community came together to rally around those miners and their families. Shortly after the toy drive began, the Miners Union helped create a food drive.
Food is a necessity of life. And, you know, most parents are going to choose food over toys, especially when money's lacking.
Renee Aldridge was one of the laid-off miners, but has been helping out with the toy drive.
Working with the toys for miners, I've been running around, you know, with them, and I actually think I've worked harder now than I have when I was at work.
Bosch is very thankful for every volunteer who rallied behind her to put on such a successful event, and says the best part will be seeing those kids open up their presents.
I'm so excited for the 19th just to see all these parents come in and to see the relief on their face when they know their kids are taken care of.
Bosch also told me that this drive will be providing toys for over 400 kids. Reporting live in the newsroom, Yostina Banoub, WVUA 23 News.
All right, Yostina, thank you. Well, the holiday season is in full swing in downtown Tuscaloosa. The Children's Hands-On Museum hosted the second week of the F Workshop. The theme was focused on multicultural. The children participated in arts and crafts where they were able to make ornaments to take home.
See, it's rolling.
Well, today is, like I said, it's kind of a multicultural approach. So Christmas is a time of sharing and giving. So we want to be inclusive of all cultures here at the museum.
Now, for more information, you can go to charmonline.com. And if you have a sweet tooth, Krispy Kreme is the place to be today. Lines inside and out were longer than usual because it was Day of the Dozens for the chain. In honor of December 12th, they gave out a dozen donuts for free with the purchase of another dozen.
Roll it.
What's still to come on the news at 10, more people are arrested in connection of terror organizations. We'll explain when we come back.
3, 2, 1, we're out. I'm just gonna leave. 3, 2, 1. Roll the open.
And news around the nation tonight, President Obama calls the deal that world leaders have reached to combat climate change. The agreement was reached today in Paris, and it sets goals of limiting average warming, but it is short on specifics. Still, the president called the deal a strong agreement that the world needs.
He is rolling. Obesity's up.
This agreement sends a powerful signal. The world is firmly committed to a low-carbon future, and that has the potential to unleash investment and innovation in clean energy at a scale we have never seen before. The targets we've set are bold, and by empowering businesses, scientists, engineers, workers, and the private sector, investors, to work together, this agreement represents the best chance we've had to save the one planet that we've got.
Jabari's up.
Now, under the agreement, each country will set its own goal for reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Now, those pledges must be increased over time. Now, starting in 2018, each country will have to submit new plans every 5 years. And security remains high around Geneva today following the arrest of 2 people on suspicion of being linked to terrorism. Here's Mayor Maloney.
See, it's rolling.
Swiss police have arrested 2 people after locating a vehicle and finding what authorities say are traces of explosives.
The Swiss authorities are also saying that these 2 men are being investigated for possible ties to a terrorist organization.
Both individuals had Syrian passports and were arrested on suspicion of the manufacture, concealment, and transport of explosives and toxic gases, according to Swiss prosecutors. They were also arrested on the suspicion of violating the prohibition of groups such as Al-Qaeda, ISIS, and similar organizations.
Authorities are saying, do expect there to be more house searches in the coming days. Do expect there to be more arrests in the coming days.
Authorities have been looking for at least 2 people with indirect links to the suspects in the Paris attacks, in which 130 people were killed. However, it is not immediately clear whether the Geneva arrests are linked to those attacks. I'm Mary Maloney, reporting.
Of course, before we go, let's get a quick check of that forecast.
Well, as you can see behind us, we are dry and clear overnight tonight in terms of rain. We do have some clouds out there. All the details on when we will see rain coming up in weather. Stick around. We'll be right back.
3, 2, 1, we're out. All right, we're coming out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it.
Another balmy Saturday out there today, and those warm temperatures will continue for us for the first half of the day on our Sunday. We'll see a good amount of sunshine during the morning hours for us our Sunday morning. We'll quickly warm up into the mid-70s by noon. We're topping out in the mid and upper 70s by the afternoon. But there's a cold front that is on its way toward us as we go into the evening hours tomorrow night. Looking out across Tuscaloosa, we are dealing with very nice conditions. A few clouds in the sky, but temperatures overall very nice. We had a high temperature of 73 degrees this afternoon. We started off at about 56. We have cooled down into those lower 60s at this hour. So overall, we're looking at very nice conditions here in central Alabama. For much of western Alabama and central Alabama, we are seeing those lower 60s. There are a few upper 50s out there as well. 55 over in Talladega, 58 down in Clinton, and 59 again in Marion. So overall, we are cooling down. We'll see the spread of the mid and upper 50s and lower 60s for us overnight tonight across the entire area. As we look at the next couple of days, though, we'll see those cloud cover overnight tonight. It'll begin to thicken as we go into the afternoon hours on our Sunday, and then that cold front begins to approach. We'll see the showers pushing into the state as we go into the evening hours between 9 and 10 o'clock. Is when those showers will start to move into the area. A few rumbles of thunder in the mix as well. We aren't looking at anything severe at this point, but we'll keep an eye on it as it could be very gusty, very windy conditions out there as the rain moves in. So watch out for that. As we go through the overnight hours, we'll see that rain push through. Cold front as well, bringing us clearing skies and some cooler air as well as we go into Monday afternoon and into Tuesday as well. Plenty of sunshine for us on Tuesday before more clouds begin to approach as we go into Tuesday evening, as the next system comes through the area as we go Wednesday into Thursday. Tonight, though, we are going to stay dry. Temperatures still on the mild side. 58 here in Tuscaloosa, but again, we'll see those mid-upper 50s, even some lower 60s overnight tonight. And again, we'll see a few clouds out there as well. More clouds for us on Sunday with temperatures reaching those mid to upper 70s. Building clouds, windy conditions as well. Winds will continue to be out of the south-southeast at about 10 to 15 miles per hour for us tomorrow afternoon. By the evening hours, that cold front will come through with those showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures take a dip as we go into Monday with high temperatures only reaching into the mid-60s, mid and upper 60s on Tuesday, and then another cold front comes through Wednesday into Thursday. And that's where we'll see really cool air moving into the area with low temperatures down near freezing, high temperatures only reaching the lower 50s despite the sunshine. Jabari?
Thank you. Well, coming up in sports here from the 2015 Heisman Trophy winner, Alabama running back Derrick Henry. That's when we return.
3, 2, 1, we're out.
Hi, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it.
From this day forward, your name will be followed by the words Heisman Trophy winner. Without further ado, the winner of this year's Heisman Trophy is Derrick Henry.
So as we told you earlier in the show, Derrick Henry, only the second Alabama player to win the Heisman. He led the nation this year in rushing touchdowns and rushing yards, breaking records by guys like Herschel Walker, Tim Tebow, and Trent Richardson. But perhaps his greatest mark was left tonight in his final remarks in his acceptance speech.
B is rolling.
And I just want to talk to the kids that's looking and watching this TV today. I just want to give y'all advice. And I'm hoping I'm somebody you can analyze yourself behind and look up to, because God is everything, and always keep God first. Always pray. Don't be afraid to pray. He'll always hear your cry. And you know what I'm saying? If you have dreams, go chase them. If you believe it, you can achieve it. And God will be there every step of the way. I'm a living testament, man. Growing up, having this dream, I'm so nervous, but I never thought I'd be up here. But you know, God is good, and I get on my hands and knees every night and pray and thank you for everything. So just keep God first, always pray, and always chase your dream. And I want to accept this trophy and the rest in peace of my brother, Alti Tempe, who's been a brother to me, who died this year. And I just want to tell him I love him and I miss him. And God bless him. Roll Tide.
Stand by. Gins up.
I think he had a lot of people in tears tonight. That next generation dreaming big to be like Derrick Henry, well, some of them playing in today's Mississippi-Alabama All-Star Classic in Mississippi, and also some big-name recruits for the SEC. So coming into today, Alabama has won 7 straight over Mississippi. And right to start, Gordo linebacker Ben Davis, we've seen him lighting up this area all season. Today, a 72-yard pick six was Team Alabama's MVP, and I know Tide fans are hoping this 5-star recruit chooses his dad's alma mater and comes signing day. Mississippi responds with one of their co-MVPs, DK Metcalf. He's committed to Ole Miss. He had over 100 yards today, and this to tie the game up. Check out the speed on that kid. Wow. And all right, back to Bama. Bama all around. Tyler Johnson hits Clay Chalkville's TJ Simmons. He's a Tide commit and was the top receiver for Alabama today. Then it's a bit of the A.J. Brown show. Nick Saban says this kid reminds him of Julio Jones. He's a Tide commit, over 100 yards and back-to-back TDs. And Mississippi ends Alabama's win streak with a 28-21 win. I see that pump of the fist over there. Peter Craig, the annual Army versus Navy game this afternoon. Navy has won the last 13 because of this guy, Kennon Reynolds. Many wanted him up for the Heisman as well. 58-yard score. That was his 84th career touchdown. He would get 85 today, the most TDs for any Division I player. Take a bow. You can. Army not going away that easy. Chris Carter hits Edgar Poe. This turns into a 39-yard score, and Army takes the lead, but Reynolds is a dual threat quarterback. He finds his man, Jameer Tillman, who gets the Shipman back the lead, and they hold on to it. Reynolds becomes the first quarterback in the 116-game series to go 4-0. Navy will play Pitt in the Military Bowl. When Avery Johnson came to town, everybody was buzzing about Alabama men's basketball. But hey, the women are making some noise too. Third-year head coach Christy Curry and her young squad are off to a 7-1 start. Today's opponent, Georgetown. And Foster Auditorium with the Christmas spirit. Big Al even in on it. Back and forth game to start. Georgetown dishes the ball in the paint to Jody Marie Rimmel. She ties the game at 6. But check out Bama's outside game. Hannah Cook is a regular behind the three-point line, buries that one, tied down 10-9. Later, it's some Bama defense showing up. Maya Shanti Knight with the steal, and she turns this one into 2 for the Tide. Still down just 1 to the Hoyas. Second quarter now, Hoyas trying to score, but Nene Bolton says no. Sends it back to find an open Hannah Cook, who knocks down, I see the boys doing the Nene, knocks down a 3. She led the Tide with 22 points, and Bama gets win number 8, beating Georgetown 78-66. Well, Alabama men's basketball ends a 5-game road stint tomorrow evening in Clemson. The Tide currently riding a 3-game winning streak into this one. 2 of those against ranked teams. First-year head coach Avery Johnson turning heads with wins over Wichita State and Notre Dame. But this week in practice, they lost freshman starter Dazon Ingram to a season-ending injury. Still, coach says his group is ready to get back to work tomorrow after more than a week off from games.
Hey, it's rolling.
We've had some margin of success playing on the road this year, so it's not anything that we're afraid of or hesitant about. Our guys are confident,
10 seconds.
Not necessarily overconfident by any stretch of the imagination, but I think, they're ready for a game now.
Gins up.
And when we come back, hopefully me and the guys will get to talk some more about Derrick Henry, so stay with us.
3, 2, 1, we're out.